Hello, good people. We're back for another roll reveal. This one's a 1963 Philadelphia roll. This one is an original machine wrapped roll. It's nicely wrapped on both ends. I'm going to go ahead and put the names in the bag. We got 50 names here, 50 spots, 50 people. Well, not necessarily 50 people. There was a limit of, I believe, 3 or 4 per person on this. Alright, there we go. Got the names all mixed up in the bag. And get my little opening tool here. Gonna pry my little roll open. Some of these can be a little more difficult than others. This one seems to be coming apart relatively well. Hello, Eric Beyer, TNO, Joe McBride. Got that side done. I work on this end here. Got a number of nice double die obverses and double die reverses to look for in 1963 Philadelphia. It was a relatively high population year, so the die varieties individually are a little difficult to find. But as a type, because there's so many of them, they're not quite so hard to find. Alright, here we go. Wrapper over the coins. Tim Crowell, good day to you too, sir. Paul Hampton, Steve Patat. Take a quick peek at a couple of the coins and see what they look like. They look very nice, so they will be good coins to go through. Let's go ahead and pick for coin number 1, starting now. Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers will get coin number 1 in the roll, and this is what coin number 1 looks like. Now we've got a couple of decent double dies on the date area to look for. We've got some doubled eyelids to be looking for, but one of the things that you look for in 1963 especially is the little tails on the T of trust. There's a few different ones of those listed. And then anything and everything around the L that could be doubled in and around the L, and I don't see anything so far on this coin. Let's flip it over and take a look at the other side. And getting to the other side, let's see. Well, other than a pretty nice coin, I don't see anything on this. So that's going to be Adam Chambers, coin number 1. And now to draw for number 2. Coin number 2 will go to Mr. Patet, who happens to be here watching. So, Mr. Patet, this is your coin. Let's see. Nothing on the eyelid. Nothing in the date and mint mark area. Nothing on trust. Take a look over, see what I see over here on the L. And got nothing in Liberty. Let me flip it over and take a look at the reverse. Reverse on these things can be exciting because there are some pretty nice reverse double dies for 1963 Philadelphia to keep your eyes open for. Most of them are class 2. In fact, they're all class 2 or class 6, and they're spread toward the rim. So just look around the outside edge of the design for any doubling in the lettering headed to the rim. And I always keep my eyeball out for other things. Hey, Steven. It's alright, brother. No big deal. Hey there, Jeff Stanley. And John Argent. I didn't see you pop in. And Rick. Tim Crowd. Majestic. These coins are nice and bright. So far, 2 coins out of the roll and haven't found anything yet, but that doesn't really matter a whole lot. Because sometimes it can take up to a half a roll to produce a die variety. So let's just keep looking and see what we find here. Got nothing around the I. Let's see about the T. Nope, not enough there to count if it is one. So Just keep on trucking. Keep on looking. Got nothing on the obverse on this one. Let's flip it over and take a look at the other side. And I don't see anything over here either. So like I said, 1963 is one of those years that you either hit it or you don't. When you do hit it, you hit it nice. So we'd be looking for any number of goodies here. Anything we can find. Joe McBride. Joe McBride is next. Hello, Coin Junkie. Got nothing here so far. Nothing on the eye. And let's see, nothing with trust. And moving over to Liberty and take a look at the Liberty. And I'm going to remember this die. This one I'm going to do a scratch in front of the bow tie area down to the vest. We're going to remember this one so that we can start counting dies and figuring out what we've got in this roll. Looks like we've got nothing doubled on the reverse either. Some of you might have seen this. What looks like doubling on the top set of letters there, but it's actually just reflection. It's just reflection in the design. The rim is so close to these letters it reflects back on these letters. DDRs known, yes. There are a couple of pretty nice double die reverses and a couple of minor ones too. Well, I think there's 3 or 4 of them listed for the 63 Philadelphia. Now, if you're starting to talk about the proof coins, the 63 proof, there's a lot of double die reverses for 63 proof. We've already proven that. We've gone through a few rolls of them and people picked them. Oop, let me get Joe's name in this one. Got to put Joe's name where it belongs. All right, there we go. Paul Hampton is next. Paul Hampton next. We'll see what we have here as soon as my camera unfreezes. There we go. Once in a while it just decides to act up a little. Not really sure why. Just doesn't want to continue working. For right now, it'll come back. So I get patient with it. I let it do its thing. Like I have a choice anyway, right? No choice. If you're given no choice, swallow what you get. Okay, got nothing on that coin either. So coin number 5 for Paul Hampton. Had to trim the palm trees. You know, this morning we got a few minor RPMs out of those 1958 D coins, and that was about it. It wasn't that exciting a roll. Here's Steve Patet. Roll we got coming up tonight should be a pretty good one. It's going to be a 1953 D Philadelphia Bank roll. Given that it's a Philadelphia Bank roll, it's kind of hard for me to imagine that there are 1953 Ds inside because it's a tails roll. So we're going to take a look. We're on the assumption that it's a 53 D roll, and if it is, it could produce some really nice stuff. If it's not, we'll have to figure out what else we're going to do. So far, no die varieties in this particular roll, which isn't highly unusual. That'll be for Jeff Dunn. Now, coin number 7. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Jeff Dunn's. That was Steve Patet's. Jeff Dunn is next. I grabbed 2 names and Jeff Dunn just happened to be sitting in front of me. Now the next coin is Jeff Dunn. Next coin is Jeff Dunn. Looking for the right kind of doubling. And I'm not seeing any so far. Look under the L over here. Nope. It's a little bit of deterioration on the outside edge of the L. Got nothing on that side. And Jeff Dunn gets a very nice 1963 Lincoln cent, but unfortunately no double die. Now for number 8, going to Adam Chambers. Adam Chambers for number 8. Let's see what we get here. Hello, Randy. Well, I would join you guys and trim my palm trees, but I don't have a palm tree here. And I haven't seen a palm tree since I left Florida, and I don't miss them. Once in a great while might be a good idea to go down and visit Florida for a little while, but wow, moreover, generally, I'm just very happy to be away from there. Are you spectating, Randy? Do you make a good spectator? Got a little bit of die deterioration, doubling plus machine doubling up here. That's why it looks so kind of confusing-ish. It'd be nice if this did have something. There's a really nice marker going right through the E right there. Big old slash die scratch. Running right through the E of Liberty. But we have nothing to use that with unless we have a double die reverse, which we do not. I guess they don't like E's around here because they slashed this one too. That's coin number 9 for Paul Hampton. Yes, moving on to coin number 10 now. Coin number 10 will be for Doug Reese. Doug Reese for coin number 10. Oh, there we go. There's a double die right there. Nice bar L double die. This one's for Doug Reese. Is that $250? Absolutely no. A 69 proof, they're not going to find a double die that's worth that kind of money. So it's a very nice bar L double die here. Let me find a marker to make sure that I've got the right die. Okay, looks like I've got a couple of heavy die gouges, small heavy die gouges just above the L. 1969 proof set's not going to be worth more than about, I'm going to say $12 to $15 most. It might be a doubled eyelid too. I'll take a better look at it when I get closer in on it. So we've got a die scratch headed east and west, connecting the 1-9 of the date, and that's going to be our chief marker for this right here. So we have a nice little doubled eyelid. Got a package from Copper Coins today. Wonder who sent that to you. Okay, Fox, let's see. That's going to be Doug Reese. I'll get this little guy. I pulled out 2 names again. So Fox Run Forge is going to go next. Doug Reese gets die number 1 for the roll. It's going to be a nice bar L double die. Here's Fox Run Forge. I'm going to grab his coin, put it up here and take a look at it. It is a different die. Not the same double die for sure. And this one's not a double die at all. This has got the slash through the C. We've seen that one before. A slash through the E. We've seen that before. Taking a look here at the reverse. Yeah, Majestic, your guy with the quote-unquote doubling on the 1969 proof cent that's still in the proof set. He has machine doubling on his 1969 proof cent, and that is extremely common, almost more common than not having machine doubling on 69 proof sets. I wouldn't pay anything more than about $10 to $12 for that set. Maybe 15, but 250 is just outlandish. Okay, and let's keep looking here and see what we get. Still looking for more hub doubling. I want to see more hub doubling. Haven't seen anything yet other than that one bar L. It is a nice bar L. I mean, we're talking about a $10 to $15 coin. But it would be a lot nicer if we had them through about half the roll, right? There's Rick's coin. Did you guys spend too much? Whoops. Thanks for buying my groceries. I can put cheese on my noodles now. Alright, let's see. This is Tim Morrell. A little bit spotty. And not a double die obverse. Let's see what we can do about the reverse. Well, that 1910 Lincoln cent is still available. I still have it here, and it's still $150. All right, got coin number 13, Tim Morrell. It's not that lucky. Coin number 13 didn't have anything on it. Now, coin number 14. Let's take a look at coin number 14. Dave, am I doing better not putting you to sleep, buddy? I definitely don't want to be the guy who puts everybody to sleep. That concerns me. Maybe that's a part of where my own problem is. I always thought it was my medication. Maybe it's my voice that puts me to sleep. I can tell you one thing. Go to bed at night and I don't have any trouble going to sleep. Sometimes I have trouble staying asleep, but I don't have any problem going to sleep. I lay down that bed and I'm out like a light in like, less than 3 minutes. Hello, Todd. Now I got one for the other Tim. Let's see what we have here. For the other Tim. Tim Crowell. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, that's just crap laying on the coin. Thought that was a bar L North. Not gonna happen. Not this time around. There's a nice bar L North listed by Coneca. There's a big giant stick coming straight up out of the L of Liberty. That'd be a nice one to find. But on this coin, we found nothing, so Tim Crowell gets a normal coin. You'll take it, Tim? Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. I think the coin's a nice coin. It's the best 1910 I've ever carried. You had to ask your wife? Well, thank you, wife. Thank you, Miss Crowell. Now, see, Timothy, you don't have to be thinking about it anymore because now it belongs to someone else. So I can't sell it to you anymore, so you don't have to put it through consideration and think about pulling the trigger. That's right, at least it did go to a Tim. Good name. Adam Chambers. Let's see what we can do with Adam Chambers here. Tim, I will send you an invoice just for the coin, but I'll include it with the other package. Have you already paid your invoice for this week? If you've already paid your invoice, I'll just send you a new invoice for it. If not, I will edit your invoice before you have a chance to pay it. That's right, Timothy Morrell. You do get an attaboy. What do you want me to get for you? Let's see. I don't have another Gem BU 1910 Lincoln Cent, unfortunately, but I do have some that are AU. Not really quite sure what you're looking for in your collection. Generally, when I get to know someone a little bit, I learn more about their collection, and I could give them a little gift or a hand up on something that will help them with their collection. Has to go back for auction. The auction was yesterday. You guys all had a chance to buy it for more than $150 yesterday. All I heard was crickets. My coin was offended by all the crickets. So I put it back in its box, nice and tight and cozy, and it slept nicely last night. But now I get to get it out and let it know that it was sold. So it's going to go to a new home. Okay, so if you're all paid up, I'll just go ahead and send you another invoice for the one coin, and then I'll just add it in the shipping with the other coins. That's not a problem. John Brandon Bow will get this coin. Still watching for markers. Still seeing some different markers. Not seen a single double die reverse yet. Not that many of them known. I mean, they're pretty nice, and there's a few of them, but there are a lot more on the proof coins for some reason than there are on the mint state coins. But the double die obverses, well, we found one already. It's a pretty nice one too. Oops. John Brandon Bow needs his name in with his coin, or otherwise I won't remember who gets it. There we go. On to coin number 20. Coin number 20 will go to Jeff Stanley. Jeff Stanley coins in octane. Here we are. This is 1963. I think that was kind of expected. Let's see. I'm being facetious that it was expected as a 1963. Of course it was expected as a 1963. That's what this roll is. Just trying to bring in a couple of well-solicited laughs. Your brain's smoking trying to figure it out. I got another coin you guys want, and I know you want it, but I don't know that I want to let it go. I have a 1931S that is in blinding gem red BU condition. 1931S. This thing's a 65 red plus. Could be a 66. Not really sure I want to let it go. Not before I can get it off to NGC for a holder. See what they say it is. But it is one gorgeous coin. If I was going to sell it, it'd be somewhere in the $300 range, $300 to $500, somewhere in there. But I figured I was more or less pushing it the other day with bringing out $50, $75, $100, $150 coins for auction. Took a little while to get through all of them, but with that 1910 now sold, I don't believe we had any leftover lots from last night. I think everything sold, which is phenomenal. Absolutely love that. There's enough people out there who want what I have that they're going to buy me out at every auction. I just love that. Must mean I'm doing something right. All right, that's coin number 22 now for Eric Beyer. We found nothing since we found that one bar L earlier on. This is an original bank wrapped roll, so we have every expectation of possibly finding another one at least. Here's Eric Beyer again. Come to the party all dressed up and go home disappointed. hoping for a 1910 that would find its way in a roll. Well, I have dozens and dozens of 1910s that could find their way into a roll, but they're not going to be a red Gem BU coin, that's for sure. Hello, Dennis. We found a bar L double die, and that's all we found so far. It's a nice bar L, though. This is it right here. It's going to be one of the early listed dies. Number 1, number 2, something like that. There it is. You can see it pretty clearly there. That's all we found so far. That's Doug Reese's coin, number 10. Now we're going to move on to coin number 24. Now for coin number 24. Fox Run Forge. I have beautiful parties. I like my parties. I think my parties are kind of fun. My wife thinks they are insanely boring. Likely I could never get her involved in our parties. Steve, the Kaneka top 100 RPMs, it kind of depends on which ones. Are you just talking about the entire list as a field? Overall, there can be some really difficult ones to find, but some of the specific ones are only on the RPM list, on the top 100 list, because they're really nice looking, not because they're scarce. For instance, I believe either 1955 D RPM number 2 or number 4, or maybe both of them, are top 100 RPMs, but they are relatively easy to find. Especially if you're looking for circulated examples. If you're looking for bright red examples, they could be quite a bit more difficult to locate. Yeah, my best take right now on a 1910 is going to be a, good to very fine coin, something in that range. I have a few AU coins. I have a couple of more uncirculated ones, but I don't have any that are bright red BU like that one last night. Especially with all that detail on the coin. Oh my, that was nice. Earlier wheats can get expensive, especially if they're RPMs. But for the most part, your RPMs are not very, very expensive unless one of two things occurs. One, they're in better condition, like extremely fine or above. If they're below extremely fine, there's not a lot of value on them. And then the other thing is, are they already on a key issue? It's like, for instance, 1910S has 2 really nice RPMs, but that's on a near key issue. So if you go into a higher grade, you're talking about more money just because the coin itself is worth more money. Then you get the one from 1909, the 1909S RPM number 1. 1909S RPM number 1 is kind of scarce. They're not easy to find at all. And, 1909S as an issue isn't all that easy to find. And they get pretty valuable when you get up there in condition. This is machine doubling here. It's flat, and looks like it was sliced out of the letters rather than added to the letters. Still not even one more bar L double die. I'm actually getting excited just to find a bar L. Well, because I'm not really finding much of anything else. Okay, yeah, if you're looking for just the earlier RPMs, Steve, and you're looking for them to be in mint state condition, you are climbing a way uphill battle. There are a lot of them that are going to run a lot of money. Mint state red, you're talking about, there's 2 1925S RPMs that are going to be really hard. There's a 28S that's going to be really hard. There's 2 1910S's that'll be really hard, and an 09S that'll be really hard. All of those in a nice red mint state are going to cost you in excess of $500 a coin. unless you cherry pick them, and if you cherry pick them, you'll get them for not substantially less. And that's only because those issues are so scarce to begin with. You've got coin rarities. You can't skip over the fact that an RPM happens to be from a very low minted issue. So that's where we run into our trouble there. Okay, that's coin number 28. I'm going to move on to coin number 29 now. Somebody say cherry hand. Cherry pick. Got it. Man, Coin Dragon, you've really been studying up on your emojis there, buddy. If I didn't know better myself, I would think you just had way too much time on your hands. And yes, I do realize that is a musical reference. Although it wasn't intended to be a musical reference. See, it just happens to be that music is language, and language is also spoken. It doesn't have to be a musical reference to say it. Who's that girl? How many times have you heard that said? Just out there in a sentence, right? You peeked under the hood of YouTube, and what did it do? Did it bark back? Another 1963. This one's for Tim Crowell. Looks like we've got some minor spots, but bright luster on these coins. And the spots are basically coming from the planchet wash that they used just before they minted the coins. So these have likely been on here since 1963. And nothing there. Wow. One single example of one single die variety so far. There's another 63. Oh, wait a minute. That one belongs to Tim. Hang on. Let me catch up on my paperwork here. That belongs to Tim. And then the next one, this one that we're looking at now, belongs to Timothy Morrell. So it's Tim to Tim. Tim to Tim to Tim. Hey, looky there. We got ourselves a little double die. Now I'm going to have to go back and check all the rest of them. But if you look to the right side, or toward the bottom of your screen, from the T, you'll see another little crossbar of a T right there. It's a little soft. It's old, but it's definitely there. That's a double die, folks. Ooh, and there's also a doubled eyelid. Double die everywhere. In fact, they're probably related to one another. Let's see what we have over here. Nothing to add to it. Maybe we have other parts up here that are doubled? No. Just the T. So just the T and the eyelid. So this one's a nice one. It's going to be a 2-star because it's got 2 different pickup points. Got nothing going on in the reverse on this one. Tim, I'm going to pull your coin off to the side. This is going to be die number 2 for the roll. Die number 2 for the roll is a substantially sweet little double die on the last T of trust and on the I. And now let's look at number 32, Jim Fletcher. Number 32 goes to Jim Fletcher. Let's see what Jim Fletcher gets. And nothing on the obverse. I don't think I checked the reverse on that other coin. Next one I find, I'll check the reverse, or I'll keep in mind that I need to check the reverse on Tim's coin. I do that sometimes. I tell you not to, and then I turn right around and do it. Don't get so excited over one side that you don't look at the other. Never know what bigger you could be skipping by not looking at the other side. For sure. There's Doug Reese. Doug Reese will get This 1963 Lincoln cent looks like it's an earlier die state coin, which means it could possibly be one of my bar L double dies. Let's see. Nope, it's not. I thought there for a minute that it could be, because the other one that we found was a slightly earlier die state coin. Let's check the reverse. Seems like we're running into our die varieties one at a time a lot lately for some reason. Generally, if you've got 3 different double dies in a bag of coins and that bag is spilled out to be rolled, you're going to find at least 2 or 3 of each per roll. That's just what makes sense to me. That's your averages right there. Pretty decent law of averages, though. Hello, I Jones Coins. Yes, everyone here is a moderator, and there's a reason for that. Once a person is vetted to be a real person and not a troll, I make them a moderator, because trolls cannot make themselves moderators. But trolls can copy your name and make posts in your name. Hey, look at that. There's a doubled eyelid. Do we have the T? We have the T. So there's another example of that doubled die right there. There we go. We have the T. We have the doubled eyelid. We do not have the bar L, which we do not have. And so there we go. There's another example. So now I'm going to look at the reverse to see what I've got on the reverse. A pretty good idea that I don't need to check the other one, because this one is going to tell me the story. And in that story, I am reading blank pages. But Eric does get a die number 2 for the roll. Die number 2 for the roll again in Eric Byers' coin. Let's take a look at coin number 35. See if we can get anything out of coin number 35 here. It's Fox Run Forge. Let's see what we get for Fox Run Forge. I'm going to skip the process and just go look, because I'm excited. I want to see. Nope, not there. So we don't have another double die here, as we had hoped. I'm not seeing any double die reverses at all in this roll, which is a little bit on the unusual side, I guess. Used to seeing at least a small double die reverse once in a while. This has none. That's coin number 35. We're going to go ahead and move on to coin number 36 then. Oh, farm dog. Quads gets the next one. So Quads will get this. And it's going to be another relatively early die state coin. We've got no I, no cross to the T. We've got no bar L. And we'll flip it over and take a look. And on the back side, on the flip side, I see nothing. So time to put this one back in a holder. Coin number 36 for quads.com. So to answer your question, I Jones Coins, we make people moderators so that when someone with a different colored name pops up, we can start watching them. Make sure that they're real people. If they're not real people, if they're bots, advertising, spamming, trying to spread virus, or otherwise disrupting the stream, they are gone immediately, because I have 100 moderators who have the power to shovel you off the cliff real fast if you're not any good. And they'll do it. They'll be standing in line to do it. But if you're a good guy, and we all figure out that you're a good guy because you're saying good things and you're engaging and you're actually interested in coins, we'll stick the moderator hammer to you, and you can also help out with the process of getting rid of blasphemers and people who say coins are stupid. Those are the very coin people I want to get rid of. We're doing what we want to do. Leave us alone. Right? It's a free world. Yes, and I know that's also a musical reference. It's an older one, though. Who can tell me who sang a song that used the free world in it? Dig way back in your memory. Everybody's out on Google punching it in. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Last name begins with a Y. Because we like you. So who was it that did a song that used, in part, the phrase, rockin' in the free world? That's right, Yeoman. That's exactly right, Yeoman. There we go, Todd. Neil Young. Finally got somebody there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Todd came in with Uncle Neil. That's right. Now, see, we're not playing any music, so they can't delete my video. We had a video on, what was it? Reveal number 129, I think it was, for a 69S roll. And as I was opening the roll, I played a little Janis Joplin music in the background. And less than 6 hours later, my video was deleted permanently off of YouTube. So we have learned that lesson the hard way. We do not do these things that will get us in trouble. For we are good children. We don't fight. And we don't do things that get us in trouble because we don't like to be noticed, especially in a negative way. That's how I went through my entire childhood. I didn't want to be noticed positively or negatively. So I said nothing. You say nothing at all and make them think you're stupid, rather than opening your mouth and removing all doubt. Had a coin dealer tell me he didn't know anything about a 59D over D over D. There are a lot of coin dealers, Rick, who have no idea about die varieties. They think there is a 55 double die, a 72 double die, a 69S double die, and that's it. Then you got a few who actually look at the red book and know about the 5 or 6 others listed in the red book. Very, very, very few people have any clue that there's a book out there that lists 1,024 different RPMs, and beyond that, there's another 2,000 different ones. So, yeah, the idea that you are running into a coin dealer who doesn't know about double dies, okay. Yeah, that, I'm totally on that. Most coin dealers don't know the little hard-pressed information about double dies and stuff that people like us study, because they don't have the time, nor do they really care, to cherry pick through their goods to find stuff that will sell for more money. I had a coin dealer, didn't have time to do that, didn't have time to pick through rolls, didn't have time to do much of anything because he spent all day playing video golf on his computer. That is one productive person, tell you what. He's now retired. If he's not passed away, he is retired from the business. Yeah, that 1969 S original roll reveal was deleted because I played music in the background. The music industry is that pissy about their ownership rights to their music. Yeah, I kind of guessed, though. I mean, where are you going to end it? You going to end it with people pirating your songs and putting them online for everybody to share? Or are you going to end it at a point where you can't even have the music on in the background playing on a radio during a recording that has nothing to do with the music? Real fine line you have to walk there. There's no spots on my coins. They're all freckles. That is unfortunately the truth about probably 75% of the dealers out there on the market. They don't know how to grade coins. They don't really know much about coins. All they know is what a want list is, what kind of demand there is for something, and how to find it, hunt it down, find it, buy it, and make a profit on it. Make a money on it. They're going to make some monies. And that's it. They don't really research the coins. They don't know anything about what coins have good value and which ones don't. I'm at a position right now where I'm able to purchase coins from dealers, make them very happy because I'm giving them a nice profit for the coins, and then I can still profit from them on the other end because I know what I'm doing. Fancy that. Why do I need to watch out for Farm Dog and Randy? I'm missing part of the... Oh, you told the coin dealer about copper coins? Yeah, for sure. Most of them don't care. Even my local coin dealer, whom I went and I bought rolls. I probably spent $3,000 or $4,000 in rolls with him over a period of about 10 years. That was back when $3,000 or $4,000 was a lot more money to me now than it is, or then than it is now. Could get a lot done with a couple of $1,000 back in the 80s. But I told that dealer about my website in probably 2000, 2001. I don't think he ever went to it. I don't think he ever looked at it. He might have looked at it a few times just because he was kind of curious at what I do. But I don't think he ever actually used it. Hello, Mr. Harmon. All right, Tim Morrell gets coin number 45. I'm looking at coin number 46 now. Coin number 46 is going to go to Mr. Betts, Bill Betts. For coin number 46, let's see if we can find him a double die. I want more double dies. I want more double dies in my rolls. I want more double dies for my people. Let my people go. Hey, what did I just find? I just found another double die. See if I can get it cranked around where I can actually see it. There we go. See that little tail on the T right there? That's a listed double die. That is actually listed in the Kaneka files. So now what we're dealing with is, I'm going to have to go back through this roll for sure, very carefully. Because what we're dealing with is 3 different double dies in 4 coins. It's not a very normal thing. Don't have anything on that T. It's just on this one up here. And it happens to be right in the right spot. You can see it there, right on the left side of the crossbar of the T. You need my new book? So do I, buddy. Tell you what, I don't have a copy. If you find one, get one for me, so I can read it, so I find out what I wrote. Oh, I just don't know. Just don't know that I'm going to be doing another book. CM Silver, I think. Let's go. I'm going to go through and take a look. See if you missed your coins. Let's see. Let me take a look at them. Here's one of them. This is coin number 14. It was a normal coin. It's a pretty nice BU coin. Kind of a gemmy looking thing. Actually, no. It's got some spots on it. This one's yours for sure. Coin number 14. I'm back looking for the stuff I've been finding.
How many did you get, CM Silver?
So here's number 14. And then number 43, which was another normal coin. Then we got coin number 47. Coin number 47 now is going to go to Doug Reese. Coin number 47 goes to Doug Reese, and this is coin number 47 right here. If you guys are hearing a loud rumbling noise, that's the garage door opener, and the garage is directly underneath me. Now a loud jet going right over the house. I was actually very pleased not to have to listen to jets there for about a month. Now they're going over the house again. Okay. Now it's coin number 47. And then I've got two coins here that I found while I was going through the roll. I'd have to go back and figure out whose they are because I don't have names in it. It's coins number 25 and 26. So I'm going to have two extra names at the end, and those two names I'm going to filter in. And everything will work out in order. But for coin number 48, I'm pulling Bill Betts, but Bill Betts is probably going to end up, well, let's see. Let me just do it this way. Coin number 48 for Bill Betts. The last two names in the roll will get those two coins, number 25 and 26. That's the only way I really have of doing it. Okay, CM Silver, you've seen both of yours then. They were already drawn, as you had suspected. So this is coin number 48 now. Bill Betts. I got to talking and forgot to pull a name for a couple of these. Here's Jeff Stanley. Jeff Stanley for coin number 49. Whatever two names remain in the bag will get coins number 25 and 26. And I have to apologize for the little mix-up. Not seeing anything on this side. Let me take a look at the other side and see what happened there. And again, it looks like we don't have a double die reverse. No double die reverse. And that's coin number 49. That one's going to go to Jeff Stanley. As few die varieties as we found in this roll. It's not really going to surprise me much. Now, Joe McBride gets coin number 50. That's coin number 50. It's got a little bit of toning right in the center of the coin. Has a little bit of color here and there. I don't see any exciting news about this one, as this is not a double die obverse. So let me take a look at the reverse. Hello, TNO. You pretty much missed the show. You came here at very, very beginning, and now you're back again, but you came before the show started, and now you're coming back right as the show's coming to a close. These shows last about 1 hour. All right, that'll be Joe McBride's coin. Now, I got two more numbered slots to fill. I'm going to pull these coins back out so that we can look at them again. This is coin number 25. Coin number 25, I'm going to pull a name out of the bag for this one. That's going to be Farm Dog. Farm Dog, get this coin. And got nothing, it looks like, on the reverse. Nope. Nothing on the reverse. So Farm Dog will get this coin. It's coin number 25. Now coin number 26. Coin number 26 also did not have a name with it. Last person in the bag, John Brandon Bowe, will get coin number 26. Let's see. We've looked at this coin before, but it didn't have a name, so I didn't have anybody to assign it to. So now that John Brandon Bowe will know that he's getting this coin, we can look at it again and he'll know that this is the one he is to receive. I did do a reveal earlier today, Dennis Paulson. I ran into a couple of relatively minor 1958D RPMs. Nothing more than that. It was kind of a rather uneventful roll. Sometimes we get really good stuff and sometimes we just don't. And so is the case also with this 1963 roll. This roll has produced a few pretty nice little die varieties. This one of die 1 for the day. That's coin number 10. Then we got 34 and 31, die number 2. And coin number 46 for die 3. Die number 1 is a bar L. Die number 2 is a doubled eyelid with doubling on the right side of the last T of trust. And die 3 is a doubled die showing on the first part of the left side of the first T. So there we go. Hello, Time Travelers Coin Exchange. Alright, so I'm going to take off. I'm going to go feed my face because I'm not quite fat enough for my own satisfaction. So I'm going to go stuff my face a little bit, and then I will prep myself for the reveal coming up this evening. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to do a Tails roll that is presumably a 1953D Philadelphia National Bank roll. It's a 53 Denver roll from the Philadelphia National Bank. We're going to be doing that at 9 p.m. Eastern Time this evening. So I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great afternoon. Have a nice dinner, and I'll see you afterwards.